Hey, I'm Stan with Fender, and we're here today with Josh Smith, and we're looking at the Smolder Acoustic Overdrive pedal. This is our first pedal meant specifically for acoustic players.
That's really interesting. What made you think about doing an acoustic overdrive pedal?
We've talked to so many people that are like, I play guitar, I sing, I'm in front of a band, but every now and then I need to we get to the chorus and I want to rock out a little bit, or there's an intro where I need to play something, or I just want to take a little solo in the middle somewhere.
Right.
I was initially a little resistant to the idea, but we kept just talking about it, and there's a long list of problems that you have to solve along the way to that.
Well, I know when you play acoustic in an amp or in front of a PA and you start to hit it with pedals, you run into a lot of issues.
Yeah.
How'd you start solving some of those problems?
Yeah, feedback, right? That can be a crazy thing. The acoustic amps have a tweeter, or if you're especially if you're on in-ears or if you're playing through mains like a PA, there's all the fizz and the harshness.
Yeah.
If you just use a distortion pedal. So the things we had to solve, the piezo pickup and acoustic guitars in general, they have a big hole in the mid-range and they have a lot of really woofy bass. And it's great when you're playing acoustically because that's the stuff that gives you all the power on the low end and the clarity through the mids. Also, there's a tremendous amount of high frequency extension, so there's lots of snap on the strings. But from a distortion pedal standpoint, that's nothing but woofiness and mud and harshness. So this pedal has a circuit in it that will take a piezo pickup and it will kind of reshape it so that it sounds more like a magnetic pickup.
That's really cool because probably it would even help using it with other sounds in addition to this once you're kind of reshaping that pickup.
Yeah, an odd little quirk of this pedal is it actually works great with electric guitar as a recording tool. And so if you turn the pickup compensation knob over more towards the original side, it actually works pretty well for that. So
very cool.
Along the way also, so there's a distortion circuit in it, there's a simulation of a channel from a deluxe reverb, so you get treble and bass controls, and they're actually a tone stack where they're interactive. There's a filter control that's called tone in this case, and that tames the extreme upper end fizz. So if you're on in-ears where it's treble extension for days, or you're on a really bright acoustic amp, you can kind of tame some of that. And then lastly, to give people the ability to either I just want to be electric only and just hear that sound and kind of make my acoustic guitar disappear, versus I'm playing acoustic and I want to have it where all of a sudden an electric comes in behind me where you can layer the two sounds. Yeah. So there's a mix circuit in there to allow you to do that.
And that's what I was doing at the top. I just barely had a little bit of the distorted electric sound.
Yeah, sometimes it's fun because you can roll the top end off with the tone knob and put the distorted sound way in the background, and it almost sounds like an old funky, like an amp from the 40s or something. It's got a cool just vibe to it. All right, so let's check out sounds. So we're gonna start with the pedal all the way wet, so it's just going to be the distorted sound only. And while Josh plays, I'm going to just turn some knobs a little bit and show a range of sounds on it. Josh, what's the rig for today?
Today I'm playing a Fender Paramount Acoustic PM3 through a Fender Acoustic SFX amplifier.
Cool, let's check out some of the blended sounds.
Nice.
So I'm gonna set the mix knob about in the middle, and we'll start with a little bit of a softer texture. And along the way to this, I'm gonna push it into some kind of extreme corners, like get it way in the background. You were doing a thing before we started rolling where you had it super distorted but really quiet that I thought was really cool.
Nice.
So let's check it out. Earlier in the video, we talked about this idea of I'm playing along and I just want to kick it on to completely change the texture. So maybe we could check out what that's like.
All right, I'll come up with something. I'll nod at you for the choruses.
We also talked about using this as a recording tool for electric guitar. So I've got it set completely wet now, and Josh is playing a telly, so maybe we could hear a little of that.
Nice.
That's through the same amp with the same settings, so just a flat acoustic guitar amp. So there's a look at the unique and versatile Fender Smolder Acoustic Overdrive pedal. Josh, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, man. It's a very cool pedal.
Thank you. For more information on the Smolder as well as the full line of Fender pedals, head on over to fender.com and stay tuned for more videos. Josh, you want to play us out?